What's going on, socialites? This is Now You Know. Now, child, what a way to end the year with the drama that's resurfaced from months ago as Akbar V and Alexis Skyy are going at it on social media after Alexis Skyy had her Instagram followers asking her some questions. But before we get into all that mess, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and make sure that you have your post notifications turned on so you never miss another upload. Now, let's get into what went down. So shout out to Instagram for the Ask a Question feature because it honestly gives fans an opportunity to ask their favorite celebrities random questions, but in this case with Alexis Skyy and Akbar V, both of which have been on Love and Hip Hop, it really didn't end so well. So some messy fan took to Alexis' question box and asked her if she still associates with Akbar, to which Alexis said, who? Now mind you, someone else also asked her about Tierra Marie as well as Masika, and she gave the same response saying who, but it was the question about Akbar that really had sis going off. So after Akbar caught wind of this question, y'all already know she wasn't just gonna let it slide. So she hopped on Twitter with a mouthful for Alexis. So take a seat because this is about to get real messy. Now their drama honestly does not start here. It started back in June, as we said earlier, when they got in a little scuffle outside of the club. But that situation was all cleared up, especially after Akbar called out Alexis's daughter. Now Akbar's first tweet in this situation was directly addressing the situation, saying, "Shorty's so messy, you don't have to answer questions. You only answering the ones like that to get a response. I would have just looked over the question and answered the positive ones. I'm so different. The old me would have, never mind. God bless you, Stank." But that wasn't enough. She took things even further, addressing their past drama, as we just mentioned, that took place in June at the club, which extended to social media, saying who? The one you was running from? This girl always wants to play victim, but be on the internet being so messy and distasteful. Leave me alone. Don't speak on me. Look over any questions about me like terms and conditions, because we both know you don't want to fight. You want to hide behind keyboards and play victim, and then it makes me look like I'm bullying you when I really ain't even on that. I apologize once for what I said. I'm off that. That messy stuff you do, child, then start crying like you being bullied. You don't even have to answer the messy questions. You could have looked over them. Be happy. Let me make this clear. I'm not mad about who while y'all blogs picking it up. It's disturbing because I've been chilling and focusing on me, my family, my career, and no one sees this girl being messy when she had a choice to even pick that question, but now I know she's cat. Now, one would have thought that this would have been the end of the situation, especially given the fact that Akbar said that she's focusing on her family, focusing on her career, but no, that was nothing close to being done. Akbar had a lot more to say, and she wanted to get it off her chest, especially since Alexis Skyy said who as to not acknowledge her presence at all. So Akbar took back to Twitter saying, who? The one whose sofa you was sleeping on, snorting them lines while you were pregnant? I caught you and started praying for you. Who? The one who took you to the doctor for that herpes you have and told you to tell the man who you was pregnant by, but you said you didn't know if it was his or his. Now that was just a step backward for Akbar, who again back in June brought up the drugs and pregnancy, but then later apologized for her statements just to bring it back up again and completely shift the whole narrative away from her apology in the first place, especially given the fact that Alexis Skyy's daughter does have a little bit of a disability. Now that statement alone was enough for Alexis to hop on Twitter with a few words of her own, so she pulled out some receipts as well. But first things first, she started off with a tweet that said, "As a friend, if you sat there and see me doing coke while I was pregnant, what was your response? What the F did you say? And did you stop me from doing it? Okay, my point exactly. You're a lie. You keep running with this story that I was on drugs because I had my child early and unexpectedly. If my child had any types of drugs in her blood or system when she was born, after spending months in the NICU, they would have taken my child away like the system did yours." Then she pulled out receipts to shut down the accusations that she had herpes, saying, "When the F did I ever in my life spoke to you about me having herpes, showed you a test of me having herpes, told you I had herpes or anything with my name affiliated to it. Never ever in my life. Stop playing with me. Here you go." Like I said. Then she posted a picture of what seems to be a negative test. According to Akbar though, those tests are not fake because Akbar hopped on Twitter saying, "You got that stuff, them two different papers. Yeah, you wrong. You know I was gonna finish you." To which Alexis's response back to that was, "Akburger helper, you're speaking in circles now. Lie after lie after lie. IDK, where to start, but I'd rather have my grandmother as a support system than having my kids deal with abandonment issues in the real system. I mean, at this point, the conversation went on and on. Children, grandparents, fake Birkins, and so much more got to be involved in this mess. And after an apology, it's really seeming like, was the apology back in June even really worth it? So socialites, knowing all of this, what are your thoughts about this situation? Let us know in the comment section down below. As always, make sure you like us on Facebook, you're following us on Instagram, and you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because now you know what's trending.